you look at volumes in the market from an M&A perspective, it's off 40% plus year to date. What's interesting is when you break it down by sectors, the technology sector is actually up over 20%.
They are looking at their own general concern about antitrust legislation. What's interesting is they continue to do transactions.
One of the things we've counseled our clients are take the estimate that we would normally make in terms of the timeline and extend it.
Many of our private equity clients have domain specializations now, but they don't always compete against each other directly. In Washington, there's an awareness of this.
We talk about dry powder being at an all-time high, but then that doesn't take into account the ease with which they can go to their LPs and extend beyond what they normally do.
It's almost impossible to put all of that money to work. And the one thing that you don't want to do as an investor is put it to work at the wrong time.
Some of the activists now have multiple strategies. They're more and more working very closely, for example, with private equity players.
And companies have become more sophisticated because activism has been ubiquitous after the slowdown.
Once we have that near-term uncertainty lifted, I do think you're going to see a rebound because, as we know, there is a pent-up demand. And at the end of the day, I still think good strategic transactions get done.
This content is based on information available at the time it was recorded and is for informational purposes only. It is not an offer to buy or sell or a solicitation, and no recommendations are implied. It is outside the scope of this communication to consider whether it is suitable for you and your financial objectives. For disclosures, please visit www.rbccm.com/disclosure.